It's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it to the back. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Hardy. Keeps looking downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas! They're on the board first here in the season opener. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out, dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Hardy. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think they were really hoping they'd go in at halftime and get this guy settled down and find a rhythm for him. That has not been the case, though. We're here in the 2nd half. He's just 1 for 7 throwing the football and throws another incompletion. You're really scratching your head now if you're the offensive coordinator because you are digging deep into your playbook trying to find a completion for this guy.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here comes the heat. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Breaks into the open. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Hardy. Rushes on him. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He'll try to do it himself.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On 3rd down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now adjusting. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Wolverines are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Hardy. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Toss sweep right. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Georgia State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Siegel.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, third and one, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it.
Get set, get set.
He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Hardy. Gets it out fast. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Turning it on! ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Looking for a man. It's Hardy. Oh, they're after him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on fourth?
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. All kinds of room to the right. The 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Hardy. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Finds his man.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Running behind that left side. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball, you got to be able to block, but if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run the quarterback sneak. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Oh, and he missed it. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the 2nd half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Newton. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it for a big play. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's loose. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Dropping back, it's Hardy. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Wolverines heading quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Snagged out of the air. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down.
Gashing the D on the right, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. Inside the 40. At the 30. Past the 20.
Nice coverage, jump the route, create the interception, and then it looks like he could go all the way. Oh, so close.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Bickley. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Ringo! Get set!
On the run, it's Bickley. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
At the 49. Now, fourth down.
And the Longhorns will try to pick it up on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Hardy. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bringing the heat. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
A strike downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Takes the easy one to the back.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Moves away as he feels pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On the run, still looking. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Newton. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
In this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like,
They have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Stands in and takes the hit. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Got a little space. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And you just got to know the situation of the game. Obviously, after that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to pass. It's Hardy. He got it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Going for 6. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Wolverines! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking downfield, it's Hardy. Good timing on the quick out. He will be stopped short. They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
Complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense will use the timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
He's taking a deep shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.